Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and when we last left off, we stole important pieces of evidence from a crime scene at the train station bombing site. Well, I'm sure this will have massive repercussions eventually, because our relationship with the state police is still relatively strained, isn't it? I think our director said as much, incidentally. And since we're also augmented and we were also responsible for that incursion, well, that makes it even worse for the entire situation, wouldn't you think? With us right in the middle, with a big bullseye on our back here someplace. And of course, since we also upset the local crime syndicate down there in the underground casino, I guess we have to come to the rescue of our admirer here once we return from Golem City, whenever that will be. But before we head to that location, we want to take care of a couple of side quests today, because I do believe these will be unavailable once we leave the area. So why don't we take a look at this first, here, shall we not? Yes, as ordered. We were following orders, that's the emphasis here. Forcefully evicted, yeah. Well, isn't that lovely? Our relationship must be terrible, but I don't see any reason for this, really.
Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday.
Speaking of which, I think we head to the shooting range first, because we have been delaying this for way too long anyhow. Maybe there's some free ammo for us in store. Could be good, wouldn't you think? Then again, can we even carry any firearms into Golem City? Maybe not. Well, what gives, I guess? Okay, so it was not a marked side quest, of course. What do we have here? Some reports. Stealing from the colleagues here. Okay, whatever. I suppose it's fine. Also the hyperstem injector. What's in practice has never hurt anyone. Yeah, we have our own spin, but of course we have broken into some other ones.
Need some practice, huh?
Well, maybe. Well, we have iron sights as the Human Revolution, of course, even though the pistol looks slightly different. Ah, okay, we need to shoot him out now, I get it.
You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time.
Yes, well, also a lie sometimes, right?
If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference.
Weak spots? There are also enemies with weak spots, huh? Yeah, okay, they were talking about the bullseye in the middle. The same thing we have on our back, presumably, after all the stuff we've done here in Prague.
Way to take down a target, but watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down.
Yeah, right, okay, can it be armored against 10mm auto bullets, really? Okay. Pick up the combat rifle. Alright, standard issue, of course.
Armor, you'll do less damage per round.
Ah, of course, I need to, teach us about the inventory wheel. Well, a little bit disappointing, wouldn't you think? So there will be some bullet sponge enemies eventually, looking at things back here. But du musst Eck und Firearm as well, especially at this distance. It's not even 10 meters away, I think. Okay, do we have to mag dump into these here? Apparently we do. I should hope we don't have to engage many of these enemies, because this is pretty tedious here. Like 3 magazines to take down a single opponent. Yeah, indeed, that's what I thought. Give me some armor physic ammo, lady, please. Management wheel, okay. Oh, we can also change ammo in that way, I suppose. Or we do it from our inventory. I think it accomplishes the same thing. Firing pattern full auto. Okay, apparently it's only full auto. Okay, so I see it now. The difference is absolutely drastic. Probably just for gameplay purposes.
Easier, right?
Ja.
Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life.
Yeah, especially with Adam Jensen being a infiltrator mostly.
These are tougher to disable using regular ammo.
So we need EMP ammo for our rifle, I guess.
They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them.
Yes, that's good advice. So we can also change ammo that way. Looks straight out of crisis, frankly, doesn't it? I think it does. Semi-auto. Well, maybe there's a burst fire setting for this pistol eventually, turning it into a machine pistol.
Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily.
Aber they're telling us to shoot some robots then, I guess.
Backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah!
Yes, the primary and the secondary. Das liegt auf First-Person Shooters.
Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons.
Alright, well, it's usable for most firearms, I think, right? These are the traditional variety. Yeah, we know how it works. We click here, we click on Combine.
I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit.
Well, if you use subsonic ammo, then in particular, yes. Yeah, drastic difference is still using armor piercing incidentally. That's kind of worrisome, but then again, that's why we are playing the tutorial. Yeah, well, soft target is a steel plate, man. That's not a soft target whatsoever. Okay, how about it then? Well, maybe it's only tin or very, very thin steel, but it doesn't look the part, frankly. I think armor piercing should punch right through that, frankly. Some nice holes.
See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer?
Unfortunately so, lady. Yeah, I do. Okay, we can actually take it off. Interesting. I was unaware that was a feature in this game, but that's why we're playing the tutorial after all. Wow, it's like at least 50% difference here. That seems a little drastic, lady, there. If it does, we're not using subsonic ammo. It's the same type of ammo indeed. Okay.
Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage.
Yeah, but staying undetected is usually the better idea.
There are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them.
Yeah, but there aren't an issue, I would presume. Otherwise, it would tell us. Crafting parts, okay. Aber we did that weiter, was halt das Sketch hier, also would seem. So what can we customize back here? Damage output, user stuff. I think we bought these items from the vendors in Human Revolution and the Deus Ex before, and now this is all craftable because well, apparently we don't have access to inventories most of the time, these vendors, as would seem. Fully automatic option, huh? Okay, but I think it would be uncontrollable without our augmented arms, right? Think about it, 10mm auto is a very beefy cartridge. We're firing a machine pistol like this here. Wow, two-handed granted, but still. I think other than 2 free-round bursts, it would be completely uncontrollable. That's the reason that machine pistols are usually, you know, much smaller in caliber. I mean, not too much smaller, but you know what I mean, at least in terms of overall muzzle velocity, like 9x18 or something like this. Yeah, okay, alrighty then. Okay. Pistol ammunition capacity.
Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time.
Yeah, machine pistol, I think we can, of course, switch the fire selector from back here. Full auto, I don't think up to hope for back here. Did I not select full auto? What's the problem now? Yeah, semi-auto, okay, I'm sorry. Of course, there's no confirmation. But that was my confusion here, probably. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Push systems only, really. Okay, yeah, click, and we're out of ammo, but I think there's another box of pistol ammo here, I sure hope so. And since ammo is always in short supply in this game, well, this is a bit worrying thing, is it not?
The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll
Yeah,
burn
right,
through
no
your
kidding. That's one problem, of course.
That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
But we did learn some useful information here. So that was interesting. Also gives us some experience, I see. Yeah, enough shooty for now. Okay, as you can tell, they removed all of our hotkeys, really. Oh, come on now. What the heck? What did actually heck there, man? EP grenade, we have one of those. Could be useful, wouldn't you think? And I also want to try out the revolver incidentally. We have one of here in our hyperspace inventory, courtesy of the DSC pre-order bonuses. I think some of them were given to all purchasers of the game at one stage. Okay, so fantastic. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we are now talking to the, yeah, if I can find her office. I think it was slightly fancy, and we're still waiting to pick up our, what was it again? The Nupros, right? Prescription. Yeah, it's right next to the forensics lab, of course. Oh, we've been ordered to come here, so we need to do it, apparently. Hello there.
Adam, I'm Delero Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with
Well,
me.
it was ordered.
Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness.
Oh, I appreciate
Here, I
cutting
got
to
you
the
this
chase,
from the
lady.
dispensary.
Doctor?
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject
Yeah,
mechanical
she wouldn't
implants?
probably.
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with
Yes, we are, actually.
Have a seat.
Never told anyone, I see.
I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries
I see we're not taking
Security
the
Division.
seat.
David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
He certainly did.
David Sarif always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews. A firm believer in human enhancement technology.
Also need to talk to him,
I
right,
wonder
before
if
we
the
get
incident
out.
changed his view.
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
You were with him then, in Panchea, when the incident happened?
Oh, we certainly did remember.
Not at first. I was investigating the people responsible for attacking Sarif Industries. I was this close to exposing them when the incident hit.
You weren't affected?
No.
We read
So how did you
the
end up
image,
in
of course.
I found out Sarif had left for the Arctic installation without me. I knew it was still under construction and most of its workforce was augmented. But by the time I got there, the damage had been done. Is there a reason we're dredging up the past? Because I don't see what any of this has to do with current events.
Don't you? Panchea was the fulcrum, Adam. For you and for all of society, everything changed that day. They dragged you out of the ocean and into a world that hates and fears people like you. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Yeah, in Golem City, I think.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel?
Well, we already live in a ghetto, despite being an Interpol agent. Well, that's what we're doing back here, other than the double agent angle. I don't think they would see us, as we will learn in the next game, of course. Yeah, it's about terrorism.
This isn't about Augs versus naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Wrecker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's
Yeah,
guilty
that's
or
our
innocent.
job. We don't care, we do.
Well,
Most of the
I
time.
think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Pleasant conversation. Was expecting way worse, frankly.
Are you here to talk?
Not right now, we just talked here like 5 seconds ago. Anything new on the news? No pun intended, no. But of course our involvement will become known eventually, I'm sure. Okay, that was surprisingly pleasant for a doctor visit, I have to say. Okay, so I do believe there's some unfinished business I would like to take a look at before we take our first secondary objective. I was thinking about things after looking over the footage, in case you're wondering. But I think we're done with this place for now.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you?
Oh.
I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
This
Hope you're not
goddamn
losing sight of
prodding
what's
all the
important
time.
here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
Well, it's not too far away, but I think the one thing I want to take care of is also downtown, just not on street level. This constant fucking prodding in this game here. It's a plague, it's a disease of new games. It really is. Oh, she's also no longer here, I see. The computer is unlocked. Really? Is that proper? I'm getting slightly concerned. You can also come through here, of course. Okay, that's kind of concerning. Oh no, there's someone else, right?
A tady je další. Nechte mě bejt. Já s váma nechci mít nic společného.
We had a new receptionist here, lady. Okay, where is she though? I'm getting very worried. There's a customer and no receptionist. Maybe I can take
Like
over.
I said, your phone message was completely muffled. Couldn't you just look in your records or something?
Yes, right. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Yes, we already found
Hard
out
copy?
who it could be, right?
This is 2030 for crying out loud. Dopice, you're useless.
Yes, maybe we are, because we are just filling in for someone else who's not at their post right now. Okay, goodbye, lady. Have a nice day. Informant, huh? I'm not quite sure who this is referring to. Okay, well, that was an interesting experience. We may have an unhappy customer. Okay, whatever, I don't really care, frankly. But I do care about the lack of biocells, and I think there's a way to replenish some of them, not too far away, back here at the 2 powers. And frankly, I think we're also around the corner as to where we need to be going, incidentally. So that's all handy dandy.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v obvodu s Rusákem.
But so far the cops don't suspect our involvement, so that's good. Hopefully he has some in stock.
Sorry, friend. You cleaned me out.
I think I'll be on my way.
Feel free to come back if you change your mind.
Well, if we don't have anything to sell, I guess we have to craft them ourselves then. Well, that's a delight. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, okay, well, oh. Watch your step, Adam. We'll get it done, people get it done without getting ourselves killed, I'm hoping. Are you telling me it doesn't trigger when we're throwing a crate in here? That would be very unfortunate. Since we can attack the panel because we push our ass out to access the keypad. And I don't see any other way, and we cannot, actually we could get ourselves the immunity to electricity, couldn't we? Maybe we can. Okay, so it does work after all. And the door opens automatically at the same time. That's a lovely security system. Oh. Well, who is that actually? I'm not sure. But officially it's not a restricted area. She doesn't say so. I guess I want to find out what's in here anyhow, but it looks like some augmented people living in the sewers, and there's also ladder access to some place. So we have an entire level to play with here. I guess we see what we can do. This isn't a hostile target, but our presence wasn't appreciated. I did see that. Yeah, okay, interesting. So what do we have back here? Other than machinery, of course, and trash, and some supplies. These don't look very clean. Are we welcome here? We augmented ourselves. I think it's just a refuge for some of these augmented people. Trying to escape from the streets, I think. Interesting. Oh, so we just destroyed their security system. Yeah, now she's okay with us, I think. Huh. Then we better introduce ourselves. Wow, they made themselves as comfortable as possible down here in the sewers.
Sorry, Naomi Manglitsky.
How can it be helped? Of course, we don't have a universal translator just yet. Alright, well, obviously we're here to talk, not to snoop around. At least not directly. Kaboom, yeah. Hello there, who are you?
Count your blessings that you are still useful to them. The establishment. Those who run the world.
The establishment? Well, we are useful to Interpol, but we have to live in the slums regardless.
When they no longer need you, this is where you will be. Right beside me, in the gutter. If you are lucky.
Yeah, they throwing us away like tools. That's the impression I've been getting here. Maybe not Interpol, but certainly the other people using augmented workers. They're paying them half a wage, if that at all. Well, it's certainly better than Golem City, I would figure, considering what we've heard about this place. I wasn't expecting to find something like this here, incidentally. Very interesting. So good thing we checked it out, wouldn't you think? What's that here? A safe. Well, would be a little bit rude, wouldn't you think? These people are barely making do here. Barely.
People probably think I'm crazy living in the sewer like this, but it's the safest place in Prague these days.
May actually be right as an augmented dude.
I'm comfortable down here. No gangs, no cops,
there are
no
gangs over here actually.
It's paradise, relatively speaking.
No explosions, well, we just made the boom here, sir, in case you haven't heard it. Echoing all through... Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Suspension of disbelief. Oh, that was locked anyway. Do we have to worry about some fragments in here by chance? Well, hopefully not. Okay, the security is not very good by all considerations. Propane tanks, okay. And this is open anyway, so why would you need a locked door in here? Beats me, frankly. Yeah, we cannot grab our letters if we are mid-air, by the way, in case you're wondering. I just found out. Oh, it must... What? How did we injure ourselves from that? Did we cut ourselves on the rusty metal, maybe? It could be. Very intrigued by this. Hello there, sir.
I have no idea where half these exits lead.
Yeah, it's a maze down here, is it not? I think I agree with that.
If you know what you're doing, you can get away with some pretty sneaky things down here.
Yeah, like breaking into the underground casino after failing to take it through talking. Because, well, it's Adam Jensen, we know how things work around here. Of course not all the passageways are marked, as you would think. I think some of them can be busted open eventually if you have the proper arm strength for this. Which of course you don't right now. We should be able to get up here, right, Adam? Indeed we can. So there's yet another level here. This place is confusing. I think we should finally commit to this actually, shouldn't we? So let's just see what we can do with our 2 praxis points. I want the arm strength so I can move items about and also invest something else in our energy angle, because we're only recharging 1 pip right now. Maybe this can change, I hope at least. Yeah, arm strength was in here, right? Moving items, was it this one? And the other one we put in energy, maybe. This turned out to be quite useful already, wouldn't you think? Yeah, also upgrade this incidentally because the energy consumption is almost not maintainable right now. Interesting. Yeah, this is only health regeneration and stuff like this, I think, right? Yeah. Okay, where was the energy recharge again? Maybe we didn't upgrade this like it all could also be. I think we invested something here already, didn't we? Okay, recharge rate. Okay, but we need okay, it increases the storage capacity, but not the recharge ability like it all, right? So maybe we're still handicapped? Could be. So we have the full bar, but we're only recharging the first pip regardless. Do I see this correctly? Greatly increase the maximum storage capacity of biocells. Okay, this is just the recharge delay. I'm not sure they made some changes, but I don't think they are well explained here, really. Yeah, recharge rate. But what about capacity? Does it recharge the entire bar here up to this point or not? Because there's a distinct difference between that and that, you know. So I'm a bit conflicted about this. I think once again, aside over substance and human revolution and Deus Ex 4, it was much easier to see about the energy consumption and the recharge rate and whatnot. I guess we try that. I mean, practice points, I think we get them at a pretty steady rate. So, we give it a spin here. Now we can move these crates out of the way. Vending machines and all this stuff that can block us here, of course. Of course, they're not the only one with the arm augmentation.
Hard as it may be to believe, I don't care what some stranger has to say to me.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, especially in a game like this, right? I think it's a safe here. Car tire. I see I've made yourself comfortable. I don't think you will be too happy if we start taking his saved it, right? And this looks like a body bag, doesn't it? Yeah, why is there a body bag next to you in the bed? Oh, I don't think I want to know. Yeah, okay. Interesting though. But we didn't come here for some credit cards, did we though? Maybe the experience bonus. Oh, surprisingly lengthy detour, I have to say. Wasn't expecting that at all. Oh, man, you fucking idiot. Oh. Okay. I know there's no handrail around here, but still. And now we get a no health warning. Oh, thanks for the reminder game. I was completely unaware of that, you know. Yes, you can also upgrade our health regeneration status if you want to do so. Probably a good idea. Yeah, he wasn't lying about this being a maze with tons of access and entry points. Oh, actually they're not too heavy. That's surprising. Oh, sometimes they are, but we don't want to throw them around because, well, it's marked propane. Into propane doesn't go boom if it's, no, exposed to shock. I don't think it is. But maybe it's unnecessary anyhow. Okay, well, we explore one area at a time as the saying goes. Yeah, if only we had the smart vision augmentation, because it's almost impossible to see anything in the dark. But no better, I only handicapped myself, of course, and so I can only blame myself indeed. So, where are we now? City tour? What have we stumbled into here? Where are we for that matter? Tourist Information Center. Okay. That's interesting, but evidently it isn't disuse. Alrighty then. That must be Prague in its prime then. Before the Oak incident, but this must have happened like years ago before the incident indeed. Decay doesn't happen that quickly. Or decline for that matter. Pretty fancy bathrooms. But then again, it was the tourist office. And there's the power back here. I don't think that would happen. I don't think that would happen. They would cut electricity as soon as possible. Yeah, especially to stop these squatters or whatever. No one would leave any credits back here. I guess we would need to use the jumping augmentation, which we don't have right now. So it's slightly too high even for Adam Jensen, and getting a crate in here is going to be impossible. But so far, of course, you can check out the area well, maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a physical object, so getting in it here, that's going to be impossible. Probably. We can rotate this by chance, can we not? Actually can, huh? That's what I thought. Yeah, that's not going to happen, but... Yeah, where did it go? Okay. Well, physics engine is known to be temperamental in this title, as are many things. Okay, a couple more attempts, because it's fun. Oh, almost. There we go. That's what I thought. Sticking with it pays off. Sticking with it pays off, right? Does it not, Adam? I would think it does. Even though we're still in the same story for whatever reason. Maybe it's inaccessible for some other means. It could be. Yeah, because it's locked off. That would be the reason. Oh, isn't that lovely? EMP. Not quite sure what it is. An emergency power supply, I would figure. Or something along these lines. High voltage, yes. Watch our fingers here. Our metal fingers. Tourism, I see, is no longer a major consideration in Prague. That's odd. Okay, Modo, I think I take it. And so far the game hasn't crashed on me, at least on screen, for the past couple of episodes. That's amazing, wouldn't you think? Super electromagnetic fields, exactly what you would be expecting to find yeah, in the tourist office. Okay. Sure. That's what I thought. I'm not quite sure why this area is disused. Apparently there's no need for tourist office any longer, or they moved it to the main station. Could also be. Yeah, these can be an impromptu smoke on it, I believe. But not much else. Yeah, why do we have these items laying about? The answer is because it's a video game, so I think I take it. And don't forget to look under the table here. I was hoping for a computer or a diary, anything in between that would give us some word bidding as to why this area was actually abandoned, because it's right in downtown. You would think all this equipment would have been moved out, or at least sold at, you know, auction or whatever. Apparently not. Oh, some was unlocked anyway, so what was the reason for the detour? City tour. I don't think they're offering these any longer. Are we actually on the second floor? We appear to be. Interesting. Oh, maybe we aren't. Oh, well, there's a ladder back here. Oh, maybe we can make it happen. I wouldn't trust that lift anyway. This area must have been abandoned for way longer than just 2 years to be in this state of disrepair already. Unless we're in the middle of the jungle, and Prague incidentally isn't in the middle of the jungle, so I don't think there would be this much neglect and decay already. At least not that quickly. Adam, what's the problem? Adam refuses to grab that ladder because I'm not sure. Sometimes the game is just a goddamn buggy mess, but we made it up here anyhow. But yeah, that is no functional. Great. Okay then. There's also someone or something back here, I see. Okay, I'm sliding around for no reason without touching my controls. Okay, well, this game certainly is a buggy mess, isn't it? I think it may be. So, what do you have in the trash? Just some papers. To find out what happened here. Maybe the book can tell us something with its autonomous power supply. Oh, that would be the reason as to why the Czech Republic is suffering so badly from the Oak incident. Alright, so we did learn something of interest. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, someone is living here evidently. Can't really blame them for that. Hopefully no one has tried to use the lift. Oh, police light do not cross. Ah, so the rated is placed in, I would presume. And they're burning the rest of the papers, I think. Yeah, just to be warm. Yeah, sorry, I don't speak Czech, but it's probably a reference to some of the events in the plotline here later on. Interesting. We can keep this in mind, but again, if you cannot read it, it's a little bit of a moot point, isn't it? So, as usual, there are multiple ways of getting into places, as long as we don't cut ourselves here, of course. Okay, so we are here now. That's interesting. Of course, we have not used this particular bridge in this particular route, I believe.
Used to be a beautiful.
This is also a restricted area. Why? I'm not sure. Who is that?
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed.
Oh, okay, so it's private security. Interesting. Oh, we did learn about that. Governmental registration office, so it's still sort of official. Tourist center is completely busted apparently. And how do we get into the limb clinic for that matter? But I guess since we're here and we took care of the other stuff, then I suppose we take it. Yeah, but could there be in here? No idea. It's not like we need a permit card right now. Yeah, I have no idea how we get in here incidentally. Okay, pharmacy. And back here we have the security we can check out. So why don't we start with this? Yeah, plenty of legwork in this title. No fast travel option, I'm sorry. But it's very well done. It's very immersive. But maybe it's slightly too noisy. Yeah, of course it's out of order. Yeah, why is it a restricted area though? Even the shopping portion?
Bad enough
Sure
when
hope
he was
not.
just drugs.
Hello. Wait, were you followed here?
Followed?
What do you mean?
It's a public...
You can't be too careful.
Really?
They have eyes everywhere.
Right. And I suppose you have all I need to make sure they stay out of my business, right?
I do. But don't let the shop fool you, it is only a sideline. I mainly sell parts, raw materials, you know, the sort of thing you can use to make
security
something else.
firm as a storefront.
Listen, you look familiar. Have we met before?
No, I'm pretty sure I'd remember.
Yeah, I would remember
I get occasional memory loss.
scar like
Ever
this.
since the incident. I got rid of my AUG right after that. Inner ear implant used to help me with my balance, but now I just hear ringing all the time. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Never mind, anyway. Let's change the subject. You want some of those special ingredients I mentioned?
Oh, what are you selling? Sure, why not?
Sure, I'll take them.
I didn't say how many.
Great. You won't be disappointed.
Okay, well, thanks for
I think I'll be on my
doing
way.
business with you, sir.
Sure. But before you go, you don't by any chance have any neuropozine you can spare, do you?
Why do you need it if you're not augmented anymore?
My brain still thinks I am. Some joke, huh? So, can you help me out?
So, we happen to have multiple choices then. We can get out some info or we can help out this guy. But I suppose it's here. But are we committing to this right now? We've barely met this in person. But it looks like someone who could use our help, really. But at the moment I think we're holding on to our prescription there.
Sorry, can't help you.
I understand. Things are tough everywhere. Anyway, have a good day, and if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah, okay, 200 crafting parts. I think we have like 100 or something in our hyperspace inventory. Okay, that was interesting. We serve naturals only. May as well just say only Germans, you know, or something like this. Nur für Deutsche. Okay, so, yeah, Limb Clinic I think was our next stop. If we can make this happen, and also the pharmacy, I suppose it's an option. Still getting my bearings here, I'm sorry. I'm still not quite sure what that is supposed to be. So apparently it's an... interesting, so it's like a weapon item, I see. That's unusual. Oh, okay, well, apparently our inventory is getting a little crowded right now. That's interesting. Okay then. Yeah, pharmacy. Assume of course they serve our kind. We don't know, of course. And how are we getting into Limb Clinic? Because at the moment we're still a level 4 hacker, I believe. But hopefully she unlocked the front door, because otherwise we're not getting in here.
You can get all of this and more tonight in the red one.
Hello there.
What do you want? Hypostims? Pick up a prescription? If you want Mikkel or the doctor, they're not here.
Okay, doctor? What? It's a pharmacy, but you'd have to be a doctor to run a pharmacy, of course. 5, that's a bargain, I think.
Who is Mikhail?
My nephew. He works here as an assistant, but he didn't show up for work today. His apartment is just across the street. Would it have killed him to let me know he can't come in?
Probably not. Especially since you seem like such an approachable boss.
Yeah, well.
Did you come here for something?
Yeah, it's to buy something actually, and then we can ask about the doctor.
I'll take the hypostims.
Here. But that's all I have for now.
Of course, supplies are very limited in this town.
This place has a doctor?
Oh yes, Dr. Sipra, Mr. Big Shot from Tai Young, who thinks he's too good for a place like this.
Tai Young. What did he do for them?
He calls it experimental neurotherapy. If he's so good, how come his patient ran away and he can't find her?
Ah, because probably not
What does
very
an
ethical.
experimental neural therapist do exactly?
He is vague about it, and I don't care enough to ask. You want something else?
I don't think I want to deal with you any longer, so I'll be going.
Do what you want.
Wow. I don't think I will be a repeat customer back here. And the doctor, huh? Well, you said something about an apartment. I don't see any apartments, so abandoned store. I guess if he doesn't mind, I will take a look around. There's a vent here, of course there would be. So exploring really pays off in this game, right? And I can immediately hear the gas leak. Well, fantastic. Wow, there's a big hole here. What's so toxic in the sewers anyhow? Okay, that was obviously by design. So we, well, do we even feel bad about this because the guy is an absolute asshole? Okay, I guess no remorse. Because I want them. Well, we could of course get some. Okay, well, maybe we can turn some crafting items into multi-tools, for instance, or anything else. Well, we just rob some beer here. I guess could also be an option. Yeah, okay, combine with photo. That's what I thought. Okay, I suppose I just use it. What gives, I guess? The cheap stuff we found in the sewers, no doubt. I don't think we can overdose, at least I hope so. Okay, die stack, you know, as you can tell to a certain degree. Also the painkiller. So, okay, but the guy was an asshole. I do feel slightly bad about this, but only slightly. The guy was an absolute asshole. Yeah, okay then. Wow, now we have some spare stuff for the other guy, if we want to do it. I guess why not? Oh. We're certainly not where I thought we would be. Someone's apartment? Have we fallen that low already, Adam? That's the question we need to be asking ourselves here. Burger, okay. Don't leave any fingerprints that we can because we don't have any human arms any longer. Chain smoker, anyone? They were saying something about the doctor. Are we in the doctor's apartment? Who is that? I don't know. Why are we hacking in this? I don't know. But why not? I mean, I suppose Adam has fallen after all, hasn't he? I think he may have.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hopefully was auf der Trabo. So, wo ist that guy? Ah, okay, das ist actually this mysterious doctor. Okay, so apparently the guys back at the Chinese corporation is trying to hunt down someone. That's interesting. But how does it connect to something we are interested in? Okay, they're listening to good old vinyl. Some taste here, the doctor has, I see. It's an acquired taste and also crafting parts. Looks surprisingly fancy, then again, he doesn't have to live in the ghetto, right? It's also something. Skin shield, yes, we also use that. I was hoping we could, indeed we can. Wow. A normal human being would just use the stairs, I guess, but we are anything but normal. They keep a tidy apartment, I have to say. Respect for that. Yeah, so they're trying to hunt down something or someone, but we have no idea who that could be. Very interesting. Okay, well, obviously I have a mission to do. I'm sorry, but I'm getting lost here again, am I not? So this is just the storefront, but you have the staircase for here. That doesn't make any sense if you ask my opinion. Well, no, actually not. Okay, since there's some loopholes, I mean, we don't need it, do we though? I wonder what happens. Okay, well, I guess we can find out once we head back here, but for now we meet up in the Lynn clinic. Maybe try to see what we can do. Hopefully there's some opportunity to take care of some stuff before we are required to enter Golem City. So inside is it now unlocked? No, it's not, right?
Copy that.
Oh, we have the key for this. Well, never mind in this case. I'm not sure when we got it. Probably for the info-link ability. Access granted. Will we get points for this for putting in the code we already know? That's just strange, frankly. Okay, we've been to the limb clinic for quite some time. Master Felonist. Okay. Well, evidently we are a bit of a criminal in our spare time. But we keep it a secret. The basement, okay.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
Yeah, well, we know about the Deus Ex the Fall, of course, but we're not Ben Saxon.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the
Good response, Adam.
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So,
yeah, but part 2 of this Ex the Fall never happened, unfortunately.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too.
Yeah, Ben Saxon, that would be the
guy.
You
don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
Yeah, so wait, are we here then?
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
Alright.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Maybe not by choice. Ah, it doesn't look good though. We don't know too much about him. But I think it's actually true. We should listen to our gut feeling.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Mandel.
Ah, him again.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about Versalife?
Yeah, because it's new to me.
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. Versalife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? Versalife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Well, if you can find the truth, of course.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Well, apparently she's not going to stick around.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop.
Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Really? Well, hopefully we can still take care of some stuff. Jetzt habe ich was vorher about Incident B. Okay, ein Editorial beim Modern Business Review. Ah, yeah, right. Some people would like this to happen. Sure. Trinke dafür für Cool Aid der Maid. Yeah, fucking bullshit. Nothing short of bullshit, and of course also criticism as anti-capitalist. Yeah, fantastic, right? Okay, I'm not sure whether we're hiding some credits here because I didn't see them. I'm just clicking randomly here because if the highlights disabled, of course. Yeah, still the same thing, of course. Okay, then well, we can give some neuroposin to the guy. I guess it's an option, but then again, do we know that we can establish a proper supply of that stuff? I think I'd rather have some intel. It's not like I'm unsympathetic to his problems, but still. Yeah, it's the only area that's actually accessible right now. Or ever, for that matter. Okay. Of course, us having the access codes would be super suspicious, I would figure. And since we're just talking about that stuff, it's a stack of 5, I believe. Some type of hard currency. More value than the internationally accepted credits, I guess. Yeah, there it is. It comes in a bottle. I thought it was pills. Okay. Fantastic, so ist es raidable item then. Charitable donations as payment. Okay, so we have 2 types of currency to worry about in this game. That's interesting. Yeah, our male hooker is still here.
I know what you're thinking. It's probably really expensive. And it is. But it's the experience of a lifetime, friend. Don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good look. This is only an appetizer, if you know what I mean.
Appetizer, yes.
Kisses as it gets ahead.
Tonight at the Red Queen, the most beautiful ladies, the most handsome men, located in the red light district. Come, enjoy the Queen.
Well, we have to make ends meet somehow, I suppose. Yeah, okay, where's the puppet master? Back here, I see. Well, I think we delay this for this a little bit and take care of some side missions before our boss starts yelling at us again, because that's going to happen. That's most likely going to happen. So I'm not quite sure about payment options because the 5 bottles of the stuff. Theater, apartments, okay. There's the Queen, incidentally. I suppose we could check it out if we want to do this. And this, of course, is gang territory. Of course, it would be. Okay, let's not get too sidetracked here. We want to at least take care of one side mission today. So which one shall it be? Well, back to the slums and we talk to Sarah first. The metro station shouldn't be too far away. But let me guess that once we access the metro station, our boss will keep yelling at us again. Most likely. Well, we can take one guess, of course.
He's always breaking down.
Jensen, what are you doing? That sort of thing. Yeah, only one metro station in the ghetto. Unsurprisingly. We still didn't figure out what happened after our adventures in the Arctic. Apparently they performed some experiments on us in this rehabilitation lab. I don't think Sarah would know anything about that, but okay. Yeah, as you can see, as soon as we arrive in the ghetto, everything looks decidedly worse for wear. Even here. Right, okay, well, I guess it's interesting. Since we have at least the point to spare, I'm hoping. Also for the eventual problems with the cops, we need to find some detour angles, don't we? This would be very noisy, but I don't think anyone would care in the ghetto. The layout will be somewhat similar to what we saw in the train station. Since it was probably built at the same time as part of the same route or whatever. Maybe.
Sorry.
Whatever can stay open. So where are we now? Okay. Alrighty then. And of course, Adam goes for the ladies' room. What else? Oh, really? It's locked? How rude of them. Augmentations are not, you still have to relieve ourselves. Yeah, I think we're done with that for now.
Well, I was here during that time. Those reforms were enacted mostly.
Yes, reforms, but here I don't see any evidence of reforms, frankly. It is not in a good way. Yeah, if only I can find my way to the apartment now. Charge of the Machine God. There is Collar. Okay, well, maybe he's in his office, but he did say he has other plans right now, but we can check, of course. I don't think it's something we can turn in until we have taken care of the Golem City mission. But it's marked on the minimap right now. Yeah, but he's not in his office, of course. Yeah, I think we have to wait until later because we still have this quest item in our inventory. And we can also check out what's going on with the corrupt cops outside. I think they're actually not cops at all. They just know their uniforms. They even said as much. But one thing at a time. We talk to Sarah first.
Oh my god.
Yeah, certainly looks a lot worse than downtown by a million miles.
Here, you'll be fine.
Yeah, back here, this is where we need to be investigating this lovely angle with the forged, yeah, passports, permits or whatever. Maybe we do this.
Let's get to business.
Yeah, let's get to business. Okay, so info A, video. Okay, well, I guess then we're just gambling.
Sophisticated choice.
Okay, well, tell us something maybe.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, I sure hope so. But we get off the deal a side quest, huh? Pocket secretary. Well, it's certainly intelligence, but maybe not the type I was anticipating. So it does add it to the map. Okay, so we can buy some side quests, I see. Okay, interesting. Well, we haven't been here in quite some time. Hopefully we remember to lock our... I guess you can sell some items right now since we're here. Hello there. We are a repeat customer.
Credits up front.
Wow, you're paying this time around, sir. For my shotgun. Maybe we can trade in some ammo. Could be a good idea. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use it. Sells for less than the other one, probably because this shop doesn't have the same rates. Could be. Anything else you want to drop here? Maybe the booze? 20, whatever. Get out of here, please. There's whiskey. I suppose, well, these two here are, you know. So maybe keep the stack of 3 here for now. So we have some revolver ammo. We do have a revolver in our hyperspace inventory. And otherwise, we have some EP ammo for the regular pistol. So let's just see what you're offering here, sir. Crafting items. Oh, I really don't want to mess with that, frankly, but it's apparently mandatory in this game. Okay, 4x scope, combat rifle, tactical shotgun. Okay, you're selling this thing for 3,180 and you're buying it for what? 700 something? But the most pressing concern in this game is the shortage of ammo at all times, so... Okay, pistol ammo. Yes, you have to click individually here in case you're wondering. Very tedious. I think we're going to pull out the revolver out of storage and use it, so we also keep the stuff around and we always need more stun gun darts. These should be armor piercing already, by the way, unless they're like... Why would they run around with, jacketed hollow points or something in between? Doesn't make any sense, frankly. Of course, it's a police situation, but still. That should be labeled as such and not regular ammo, because it would be full metal jacket, right, for a combat rifle. Okay, whatever. And we could get some biocells from you for 200 each, okay. I guess it's a good option. And they're also selling practice kits for 10,000. Ist eben preisiger than the limb killings back then.
You want anything else?
Not right now.
I'll be on my way.
By now, you won't have to come back.
Yeah, well, we're right around the corner, sirs.
Oh my god.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Yeah, okay. We don't worry about breaking into other apartments, even though it said something about a, something 27, I think they said. Interesting. I don't remember. We can check our side quests once we have some time to spare, but at the moment we want to talk to Sarah finally. Yeah, tons of legwork and side tracking in this game, I'm sorry. They also dropped one of those newspapers here on our front step. Okay. We didn't log our apartment, why not? Oh, maybe there's something on the computer. Could be. No, not really. At least not right now. Well, then, we have some questions for our former colleague. Boss, friend, whatever. Our relationship is complicated.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant AUGs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental AUGs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test AUGs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan AUG? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Oh, interesting. Well, he would have loved to, presumably.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Yeah, I think you manufactured high quality augmentations only.
Orlov?
Unlike the Chinese.
Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that?
Yeah, right. The
irony in this came here. DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
Yeah. Maybe we do.
I've gotta find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Now we can say thank you, Adam.
Contact me by InfoLink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
With him, we can rely on him indeed, so I think our relationship is still very intact. Interesting. That was very interesting indeed. Okay, so then we see what we can do here, because I'm very eager to at least take care of one side mission today. Point of interest. Chicken food. Food, sorry. Well, maybe it's food in this case. If I'm passing by, because the police forces cannot be bothered to do anything about it, apparently. Okay, it said something about 37th Street or anything in between, didn't it? Maybe we can find it. Okay, it tells us to leave this area for the courtyard. And then we have new directions. Yeah, speaking of which, we want to pull out anything out of our inventory or leave it behind or anything in between. Or sell something from our hyperspace inventory, stuff we're never going to use for starters.
As you wish.
Yeah, looks like a male avatar though. Okay. Can we put items in here? Maybe we can. Revolver ammo, sure. Go to inventory. Exit inventory. Doesn't look like it's only a one-way affair, I would figure. Interesting. Or can be. Oh, okay, we just click on here and we put in the... That makes sense. But the machine pistol could be kind of useful. Anything else we want to leave behind? So we have one firearm too many, but we need a pistol. We need the machine pistol, and the stun gun is also essential. And these are, of course, also consumables. Maybe leave the crafting pots behind. I don't think there's anything we want to drop in necessarily. Maybe this stuff, send to stash. Well, this stuff will be here, of course, once we return to Prague after our adventures. Ah, interesting. Maybe trade in the pistol for a revolver, because we don't have a suppressor right now anyway. That could be a smart idea. Tranquilizer rifle, we don't need that. Now let's just think about it. I think it's a one-way affair. Once we pull it out of here, it's a goner, and we happen to have an Elite Edition pistol as well. Classic 357 Magnum Revolver. Whopping 300 crafting parts. And Elite Edition Combat Rifle. That's a shameful because it was all DSC stuff incidentally, but I take the Praxis kit. Okay, well, whatever. We only have one safe game here anyhow, I think. Okay, I guess that's all we need for now. I think. I'm not sure if we will be relieved of all of our items or not.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you cannot click on here. You have to click on the wheel incidentally, in case you're wondering. Another UI compromise. Yeah, most likely. And I'm feeling very dirty right now, so why don't we take a shower here? Oh, can only do it once, right? At the start of the campaign. Okay, we don't feel like getting out of uniform right now. That's interesting. Yeah, not going to happen, right?
How did it ever come to this?
Yeah, that's something I thought as well, lady. Yeah, if you want to raid the arms dealer, the stockpile, we can do that. And then we can never trade with them again, I think. Yeah, and it's a separate area, that's what I thought. Okay, what we are interested in? For the sewers, really? No, why it's back here someplace near the police checkpoint? Really? Is this true? Well, it's a point of interest. Well, I don't see street names back here, so I guess. We can also shop at the yeah, beer vendor, I guess, for whatever reason. And Vincent van Oak. Huh. Is that correct? Back here at the police checkpoint. It looks like a point of interest. Alright. Well, it's not the largest area. I'm not sure what's worth paying anything for.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of
Interpol agent, you dumbo.
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Oh, at least our papers get us someplace still. How nice is that? You may have a gun, but we also have plenty of guns, lady. Don't feel too confident about the position here. Okay, it was the first police stop I believe we have experienced, but probably not the last.
The premises are secure. Continuing general patrol mode.
How much longer is it going
Really, that was the point of interest we already knew about. I feel cheated now. I don't think it was worth paying anything for. Okay, well, fantastic. So then, I think it's a no-show then, presumably, because shots fired. Okay, then what? So the side mission really just a point of interest. Yeah, they killed the cops and took over their position. That's what happened here, I would figure. Okay, then we take care, or maybe try to take care of the document agent. We need to visit them, and I do believe they're not too far away, because remember last time we got here, they started yelling at us. Yeah, climbing up there, for instance. Could be interesting. And then we deal with these idiots, because evidently they killed the police officers. So we knock them out and turn them over to the proper authorities, because they're still an Interpol agent.
Yeah, I hope not new.
Anything goes.
We also learned some new tricks compared to the first time we came here. We may not be immune to electricity, but we can certainly make our way over here somewhere. We're creating some sort of path. And this should be close enough. Now we have to get ourselves a second crate if there's anything around. And I think we should now be able to punch through here maybe, or maybe not. So what's the problem? Are we shooting this thing? Maybe we do. Interesting, because we are now a little bit stronger than we were before. Yeah, we need one more crate, I think, but there shouldn't be a shortage of those things on the street. And indeed there isn't. That's what I thought, Adam. Would this be suspicious? What do you think? Maybe it would be. I'm not sure. Well, I think it's slightly too far away to jump again, isn't it? So we need a third crate then, not a problem. Though this may also be an option we can move. Oh, that makes that easier, I guess. Yeah, okay, middle portion, that was slightly further, please. And that this thing can be our stepping stone. Well, they told us to play with our head, right, didn't they? And there we go. I know this is propane, so it could be explosive. Also be careful. And the pedal should now be accessible on propane. Well. Well, we burned ourselves ever so slightly. There we go. Problem solved for now, wouldn't you think? So we can think with our head here indeed. Isn't that lovely? And also leads to the same area. As long as nobody's home, of course. And this keypad needs to be hacked in some way or another. It's not like we will gain access for the front door anyhow, because they don't like us. Security level 4, that would be so easy. And there's probably at least a fireball or two along the way. Most likely.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Okay. I'm not giving up that easily.
Access granted.
Certainly beats shooting some people in the head for no reason, because we're still in officer, technically speaking. So what do we have in here then? An arms locker, I see. 2 arms lockers. Make that 3 arms lockers, I see. Aha, sniper rifle. Smoke grenade. Crafting parts. Anything on the racks? No, it doesn't look like the part. Well, if anything, we can sell the shit then. Alrighty then. No, it's a different area. We haven't been here before, did we though? I don't think we have. Underpath. Oh. Oh, that mind if I do? Are we watching a horror movie show here, maybe by chance? I'm not sure where we are exactly, but it's interesting. Of course, we need power to this panel. I know this doesn't look very sturdy, if you ask my opinion. Alrighty then, so 3 routes are already growing back here. Then we must be underground, of course. Looks like it was part of the official tour then, I think. That would explain that, for instance. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so, how can we make ourselves immune to electricity? Because, well, we haven't found out how exactly, because it's not the armor angle. So it must be someplace else. But I think I will look for these things off screen, you know? Probably.
The Czech Republic's economic boom coincided with policies and incentives directed at augmented laborers throughout the world, encouraging them to come to Prague and help make it the modern marvel it is today. However,
well, debatable,
this
of course.
sudden influx of transient workers posed some unexpected challenges. It was one thing to invite thousands of workers to turn Prague into a mirror of its time, but quite another to house them. In response to the housing crisis, the government hired the Santo Group to construct a massive, one-of-a-kind complex on the outskirts of the city. Today, the
City
complex serves as a shining example of political will and architectural innovation. So, the next time you're admiring Prague, don't forget to visit the outskirts and explore the wondrous housing project that helped make it what it is.
Yeah, won't be long until we have the pleasure to do exactly that.
Observant visitors will also find new names engraved.
Doesn't actually look that terrible. Just needs one crate to stand on.
The Czech Republic's first female president. Over the course of 9 years in power, her singular vision
But there still isn't any juice to this panel. And if we do this, that's interesting.
making Prague not just a cultural capital, but a technological, medical, and financial one as well. The next time you come across one of Prague's many modern wonders,
I really thought it would maybe enable power to this panel, but apparently it doesn't. Yes, okay. Well, thanks for the history lesson, lady. Adam the kleptomaniac. I'm not sure how much of this machinery is still functional. And we never figured out how we can get through here. Is it punching or is it shooting? Because it's not interactable and cannot punch stuff on command, in case you're wondering. So why don't we try out the pistol and see if you cannot inflict a damage here on this panel? Oh, that's unfortunate, but there must be a way to do this. Maybe throwing a crate against that thing. I mean, we are strong fellow, aren't we? I would expect this to budge, but it doesn't. So. Okay, so it's an insurmountable obstacle to us right now, as it would seem. Okay, so why do we have some storage lockers in here, then I'm not quite sure. Evidently, that's not the way to go. Even though it was a nice detour, don't get me wrong. Learned some new things about Prague, then I see. Okay, so let's just investigate the area. We need to get in here somehow. And of course, for the front door, I don't think that's going to happen. Although we can give it a spin. Introduce ourselves very nicely.
There's too many of us. Too many sheriffs. I'm getting a little worried.
There's a bad vibe on the street.
Oh, I don't think we can maintain our cloak angle for that long.
Continuing general patrol.
Oh, maybe der Westugu after all. Who knew?
Is it benign?
Yeah. That's what I thought. But thankfully there's a way out here again. If Adam Jensen is of course obliging.
Take a chance.
Yeah, sorry for not playing with the overlays, but I think it's much more interesting that way. So, they would expand the water ingress down below then, presumably.
All areas are secure. Continuing general patrol mode.
Well, we're in here now, wherever that could be. Someone's apartment. Makes us an explorer, of course. Yeah, lots of Hefekrocken, I see. Yeah, I know. Actually, it's the local brewed beer. Well, must be better than, presumably. Okay, recruitment pitch. Right, so the exact opposite of Auckland, I figure. I think we also hold on to ebooks in our database, I think, in this game. Now, there's certainly no shortage of beer if you want that. Although I wouldn't trust this, but it's bottled, so it's probably fine. Oh, I don't think anyone would get that lucky. A Gaggo.com. Wow, it's probably just a spam email. Most likely. But I suppose people in this ghetto are very desperate, so they would probably fall for that. Wow, they're not at home, so maybe they did actually win the lottery.
Bombing was bad for business. We made a fair bit of credits.
Do you have anything else to worry about there?
You looking for permit? Wonder if Drahomir would let us set up a second checkpoint.
Okay, why don't we start with this first here? Seems like a smart idea, instead of breaking the quest.
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help Augs with documentation, upgrade their permits.
You have the money?
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she works on your shiny new permit. You come back in 1 week to pick it up. Standard pickup fee will apply.
How much do you charge people for this?
Not people. Augs.
Yeah, we are Untermenschen, of course.
Credits.
35,000 credits? Really? Why would we do this? Love is even an option to pay 35,000, which is probably not achievable in this game. It's probably also an achievement for this, I would think. Yeah, this is going to happen here, of course. But we can play this game with him, because evidently he's not very bright-white.
Your buddy said this one was on the house, because I'm such a nice guy.
Drahomir would never say that.
Of course he wouldn't.
What would he say? Something like, gouge every Aug sucker I send you for as much money as you possibly can?
What makes you think I even have 35,000 bucks?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does
but we'll find out eventually.
Work, puts more effort in than we ask her to.
In 35, sneak around, wow. Yeah, I think we do that.
I think I've heard all I need to about your offer, and about your friend upstairs. I'm gonna try my chances without the papers for now.
Good idea, right?
Suit yourself. Only a matter of time before they come knocking at night.
Yeah, even though we are an Interpol officer.
What if we expand it? Told Normans they need permits as well.
So we are now making our way into this facility here. Okay, so it was on the right track, I'm sorry. Well, it's pretty obvious as to what we need to be doing then.
Give it a little time to set.
Parkouring is a bit finicky, I have to say. But it does work eventually.
City smells wrong. Got to find an untapped market and exploit it.
Untapped market, huh? Okay, upstairs is probably in the back area because it's actually marked, right? Or it's just a general area. I think it is not the case this time around. Okay, interesting about this starter quest, so knocking out these people really shouldn't be upset about this, frankly.
Hope it fucking washes the uniform this time.
Ah, yeah, they also killed the cops, so we need to leave them anyhow. And hand it over to the proper authorities. I think it's a good idea here, all of them. But let's not get too hasty, we are here right now.
Money is slow to a trickle. There's a bad vibe on the streets.
Yeah, someone's playing video games, I hear that. Well, it's a baby operation, so I don't think it would be super hard to sneak in here.
Happy. I think maybe we have exhausted this plan. He could be in prison.
Yeah, you could be imprisoned, especially once I'm done with you. But I'm not sure the cops will even care if we knock them out and hand them over. Because it's against augmented people, I think they could give less of a shit really, right? Wouldn't you think? Okay, for now you can be pacing back and forth.
Not too many dogs out on the streets today. We had a good run.
There's also a storage area, I did see that. I want in there, if at all possible. At the moment, gathering intelligence is more important than just knocking out everyone inside, because it's a part of our job, I guess.
What if we expand it? Told Normans they need permits as well.
Heard one was killed by a couple of businesswomen.
He's never going to notice, right, if we are quite enough, I think.
That bombing was bad for business.
The Augs are scared. By tomorrow, we will be so busy you will be complaining about that. The whole city is nothing but a damn mess.
You think after Rosika, business would be up?
Augs are
The city smells wrong.
They laying low.
Through the front door, I think, maybe, and I also saw the storage locker, which is locked and probably contains some useful items. And stealing from these people, obviously, they're not shedding any tears.
Quiet. I like quiet.
Yeah, we can make it very quiet for you, if you want to.
This is the end.
Well, it's thankfully not a glass window in the middle. These don't stop us, but the camera might if you're uncareful. The camera is pointing in the opposite direction anyway. I'm not quite sure where our contact is. Maybe on the far side? Or maybe on a different story. I'm not quite sure. Wouldn't even need the stealth ability for this. At least I don't think so. I think we can fit underneath here. Indeed we can. And the camera doesn't even rotate. It's a fixed type of affair. Okay, there is indeed another area here somewhere. Stairways, and I can see them very well because we don't have the smart vision ability. Yeah, it's very dark. I'm just handicapping myself. I'm sorry. There's no other night vision we can get here. Okay, someone right back here, I think. Indeed. Well, how about you sleep tight now, my friend? Don't throw over the stairs. That would be murder, Adam. We don't want that right now. Okay, you do have a shotgun and you do have a pocket secretary. I suppose we can sell at least one of those items. There we go. That's what I thought. Alrighty then, I think 2 more cameras to go here. An entire... Well, suppose it's only both, so who really cares, right? Alrighty. Interesting. And I see the security terminal and we have the code incidentally. Alright. Fantastic. Glaub. Okay, then, how do we access your computer? We do have the code, but of course time doesn't stop even if we punch in the key code, so I think it's links all the way over here, I would imagine. This one is not immobile. I'm still only recharging to the current pip. It looks the part. So nothing has changed to the device, so we still are very reliant on these bioenergy cells. That's unfortunate. Well, maybe it's not necessary after all. Okay, so we deactivate security with our fancy code here. Not really a good and responsive keypad. Makes it slightly easier, wouldn't you think? So, a door that needs to open. It's probably secret and all. And so, frag lasers. Okay, that's why we got blown up in the sewers then, I think. Ah, interesting. Meta computer, his personal one, but we still are done here by looks of it. Hello there.
I hope you're not Edward Broad, because you don't look at all like the picture.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
You're being held against the will, I would figure.
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no AUG left behind.
Well, did actually
work
on
like
that way.
Forgery ring to me.
Yeah.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
Yeah, but some cops who took their uniforms, from what we have heard. Yes, tell me the essentials and then be worried about the law enforcement angle, even though you should probably be in jail.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right.
Give me the quick version, lady.
I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other Augs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Now, that is technically true. But the augmented people are very desperate, of course.
Government
still a very
corruption versus
sarcastic
organized
response.
crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do
35,000
with
credits, I heard.
I wanted to stop.
Well, we can make this happen, can we not?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of like you're looking at me now.
You only kill in
You're not
self-defense,
going to
lady.
kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... You know...
Get them arrested?
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
No.
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once.
Yeah, kill some officers. I
I
think.
remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet.
Also the
Otherwise,
proper
you're
one for a
asking me
law
to pick a
enforcement
fight with a
officer.
bunch of guys in uniforms, scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again.
What does it matter? You did something
Unless
meaningful with all these people being
someone
around.
really needed one. Then I'd probably do it.
Yeah, what's the
I mean,
problem
if
with
we
that,
knew
Adam?
for a
Doesn't
fact that we
matter.
could help someone. We should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made, and I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
We are augmented after all, aren't we? Yeah, so why do we care about this so much? Adam, it's illegal, but she was trying to do the right thing, didn't she?
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Well, let me guess, it's the registration office in
I'll go
downtown.
meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
2489.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
I think they stole from the needy anyway, didn't they? Surprisingly involved side quest here seems to be the theme of all of these. But then the main missions, at least the first chapter in Prague, they're a bit thinner in terms of the meat on the bones. Ah, that must be the garage, right? Okay, so about multiple ways to go. So, what do you have in here then, my friends? I said, what do we have in here then, my friends? This time it's on the side here, apparently. Okay, so they have some stuff you cannot carry, I think, right? Actually, we do have the stackables now. Okay, that's fantastic. And some cash, 800, and another 200, I think I take it. That's nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, over the roof probably. Okay, so war die goons, will leave her alone. If they don't, then they have something to answer for.
I think maybe we have exhausted this plan. Might all be in Golem already.
Not quite all of them, but they're working on it. They're clearing out this ghetto.
You think after Rosika, business would be up?
There's a bad vibe on the streets.
Not sure why they went after that old dog.
But we want them all arrested, right? Not just Drahomir. If the cops even care about this. I'm not sure.
That bombing was bad for business.
No activity in this area. Continuing general.
Maybe we come back for them, who knows? I wonder what happens if you gather 35,000 credits in some way or another. And they also want us to introduce ourselves to a cop here somewhere. Sewers, really? I don't think the cop is waiting in sewers. Probably not. Okay, so gunning after the cops, that does make some sense, but of course these people, they killed some cops to get their uniforms. So, it's a bit strange. Why would they be... I suppose they just shoot to kill, without asking any questions.
We've seen it all here. Just because Drahomir looks like a cop, doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed me his credentials. They look pretty real to me.
Yeah? What about the uniform? The stick,
The
I've
guy's a
heard.
scam artist. Everyone knows it.
If you ever find proof of this, I'm with you. You know that.
Well, golden ticket, as to say.
Not from here, are you?
Thankfully not.
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
Yeah, well, I don't think we want to ask about the details, but we can disclose that we have been a cop ourselves.
I used to be
some
a
sympathy, you
cop, for
know.
what it's worth.
Let me guess. Not in Prague. And not
Yes,
since the
and
incident.
yes.
In America. Detroit, a long time ago.
I envy you. I look forward to the day that I can say I used to be a cop. A long time ago.
That bad?
If I could do it again, I would be a fireman. No one looks into a fire and thinks, shit, does this one really deserve it? You can just follow orders and feel good about it.
Yeah, but what we're here for is to turn into Dragomir, because he killed some cops, you know. We do have the proof for that, incidentally.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Drahomir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with.
Oh,
Listen,
that's at least
the right
honest.
amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's
Yeah,
not
that's what
really
I was
doing
referring
anything
to
wrong.
sometime earlier.
Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Well, all of these are actually true, aren't they?
There was a girl named Elena. The way she tells it, she was forced at gunpoint to work for Drahomir. They kept her in a little room and made her forge documents for them.
Why didn't she go to the police?
She was scared. A lot of people are scared.
Yeah, of course they are. Prague's going to hell. The bad cops don't care and the good ones are too busy filling out forms. Fuck it. Drahomir's been pulling this shit for long enough and I'm sick of being told to ignore it. Official police business now.
Okay.
Stay out of it.
Well, let's just see what happens to Drahomir, shouldn't we? You can take a careful peek-see without interfering. Panic. Well, we're used to gunfire. Maybe we should help out, actually, shouldn't we? Okay, our hands are clean, into we missed with the stun gun.
I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Good job,
Thank
police.
God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Here we go.
You love shooting your guns wide. At cop killers, presumably. That was kind of something. And never mind that we have some free loot now. Even though it's, of course... Well, it's a bit late for that, and we broke in, not out, right? Oh, I don't mind what just happened here. Of course, someone else is very angry in this restricted area, whatever it could be.
Come on. Keep it together.
Of course, we could find out, couldn't we? Indeed, we could. Someone else with a gun. Who's that? Gang members? I'm not sure. It's a restricted area, of course. No trespassing. Enter at your own risk.
Don't hurt me, please.
Keep out. Well, I'm not quite sure who that is. Doesn't seem to be very talkative, but it's only one guy. What are they guarding?
It's just another exciting day.
Yeah, very exciting with all the gunfire outside. I'm not quite sure who that is. He has no identifying marks from what I can tell. But he's certainly hostile.
Ghosts.
You were never here. There must be a way out of here.
Not the talkative type, I see. So what's in here? What is so important? Why is it restricted? I'm not sure. Maybe something worth guarding?
No food. This is no food. No food.
Where are you?
I'm right over here. Why are you so angry? I'm not sure.
Got to find something to take the edge off.
Yeah, we do that for you. No second, sir. Oh, damn you.
Where are you?
What's with the physics engine in this title? We didn't also be out of cover, really.
Just keep breathing. You'll be okay.
I think he's just unhinged. Maybe slightly. Shouldn't have a firearm anyway, if that's the case. I don't think this guy should have a firearm, frankly, but who are you for that matter? With your machine pistol. He's not dead, don't you worry there, sir. We just did the public another service here, I think. Yeah, your firearm has disappeared, I see. Or maybe not. 4 rounds in the firearm, okay. What's the point of coming over here then? Why is it a restricted area? Yeah, someone is still searching. The cops are still very angry about something. Wow, okay, what is that? I have no idea. Oh, okay, more crime operations, in which case I don't really care about what we've done here. Apparently it's toxic to augmented people. Yeah, so the search of parties never cut off. At least for now, and I heard one cop saying, shoot everything that moves.
Be glad when this fucking shift is over.
Yeah, same goes for me, buddy. And apparently the indicator was moving us over here. Deal with the fucks.
You're sitting on some cash, Grandpa.
Quiet.
That's true.
I will call the police.
Police don't get paid to help us.
Well, the police are right outside, incidentally.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done.
Everyday business for Adam Jensen.
It's too quiet.
And I see another free machine pistol we should probably remove. Who is that? And why do we have crafting parts on the body? I'm not sure.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
We answer truthfully, of course. Yeah, I think we are not the smooth talker type.
No, that's not who sent me. You paid someone for an AUG permit. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Those officers who stopped me. Sure, I remember. They charged me 3 times
He's
already.
eating
Said
dirt
it
right
was
now.
a very complicated process. I knew it wouldn't get me anywhere.
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100 more times if it meant I could stay close to my family, to what is left of them. I want to stay in Prague.
Well, obviously you are deported to Golem City, aren't you?
What happens if they catch you without a valid AUG permit?
They'll take me to that complex they built.
Yeah, you see?
Golem City.
Adam should really know at this
Are
point.
you ready for that if it happens?
Not one bit. I'm an old man. I'd rather die somewhere that's familiar than live somewhere that's not. Golem City. Pfft. It's for criminals and revolutionaries.
Ja, so was
I am
anbieten.
near.
Revolutionary Baby, weil wir auch so mit auf der Kriminal aren't we?
Where's your family now?
They're here in Prague. There are places I can go sometimes from where I can catch glimpses of them.
Ah, okay, they're
But at
living in a
least I
different
know
district. So
they're
yeah, the only augmented one that I see. Ah.
You never speak to them?
Maybe someday. I think I still have a chance with my grandson. Children are better at forgiveness than adults. Is it not true?
They're better at forgetting.
Well, I wish I could forget some things in my life, of course. I don't think it's any of our business video.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, we don't. Not that type of character.
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh. Do you need
No, but
me
we need to
break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Yeah, legwork, right? Okay, that's what I thought. It's okay if the people come down outside someplace. That would be great. Yeah, so without the objective highlights, I would have never found her down here. Never. Is there even any...
We
oh.
were machines, sir.
Oh, never
But
mind.
terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
What did we stumble into?
Primus, is that you?
Are you a Renka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka.
I see we are psychologically scarred already.
Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka's not well. We must shield her.
Ah, is that the situation?
Paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Ready? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry, there's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Ja, that's something for the psychiatrist back at TF29 and Adam Jensen to figure out.
Milena, I met with both those dogs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the Augment permit registry. You'll have to access it.
Yeah,
Quote,
of course.
unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Who listens to that garbage?
Oh, finally we made it. You have no idea how long this took here, because the physics engine, as you can tell, is horribly broken in this game sometimes. Cops don't care about the strange augmented guy throwing crates about and whatnot. But then again, we did manage to get it here. Of course, it's one way to play the game. You can also go straight for the front entrance if you want to do so.
Enough problems already.
Yeah, there we go. So straight into the server room, baby. Oh, okay, we have to wait and see. Pretty messy place here, of course. Is it the server room? Well, we find out pretty shortly, won't we? Security terminal. Well, is it the blind spot of the camera? I'm not sure. We don't need the printer right now, Adam. Hacking level 1 because the starter quest, technically speaking, still.
Anomaly detected. Trace probe access granted.
It said something about other security systems. Okay, someone is working at the computer. Oh, permit station activated. Okay, we need to give it some juice apparently. Oh, well, that's how we're doing it, I think. Maybe?
Milena, I got into the AUG permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why
there's a
still on
timer.
security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help one person at least.
Okay, Whitey, okay, well, I guess I'll go with that decision.
Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way.
Yeah,
Look,
especially in our line of work.
Please.
Yes, it's a good idea. Alright, I'm not sure I made the great decision because I only had like 7 seconds to decide.
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does
it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
We're trying our best here, I think, but still. Oh, the boss. Okay, well, I'm not sure what else I can say here, but we now head out and we call it quits for this mega long recording session. Well, there are no easy choices in this game, right? And of course, there's no reason to play with these people up front. So let's just leave for the era we came in. Inconspicuous, of course. I really love the increased mobility compared to Human Revolution. That's pretty nice. Yeah, every vehicles becomes a vehicle as apparently some proper suspension. That's nice. Well, anyhow, I think it's really all we can do for today. So as usual, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.